Hey guys, it's the Gasmic Tarot, and yes, we're doing another Trump reading after the motorcade outside of Walter Reed, or as I like to call it, the photo op drive-by. I had a friend reach out to me and ask me if I wouldn't pull a few cards for that. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. We did have a reading yesterday on the COVID for Trump, and now we're going to go through the whole recent incident with the motorcade, which just seems so strange to so many. I've heard about a couple of theories about a body double in the car. I'm not getting that from Spirit, by the way. I will channel what I get from Spirit once I shuffle these in and push out some cards for you. Okay. Okay, righty. All right, Spirit. What's really going on with Trump right now? What the heck is this? Okay. Well, that came up in the last reading. That might have also come up in the last reading. Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, please keep your comments not nasty. All right. So, the Eight of Cups. Take a look at this. All right, so you have the person, they've got all these cups in front of them. As a result of boredom, unhappiness, they come to realize that whatever they've been looking for in life isn't pleasurable or satisfying. This whole dissatisfaction, exploring options, flitting from one choice to the other, and you've got all these different cups, tasting the wine in each cup as a means to sort out what he really wants in his life, and experiencing this feeling of exhaustion, coming to the realization that he must step away from what's familiar, make a decision about whether or not to leave his job, remembering that sometimes you have to know when to cut your losses. And this came up in the last reading. It's amazing. It's the first card. So, this is eating him to bits. And he's got this hangman in reverse, which is all about rigid thinking and delays and the belief that you're sacrificing a significant amount of your time where not getting enough or nothing in return. That everything's at a standstill without any particular resolution or movement. So this motorcade thing, in addition to feeding an ego, I'm sorry, but who does that? So putting all this effort in to gain attention to see if something will turn up out of it. All right, King of Pentacles. In this case, this is a man of high ambition, materialism, worldly success, and I'm going to use that in air quotes, worldly success, sitting on the throne, okay, and this kind of exemplifies Trump, the attainment of that materialistic success. He's got the scepter, he's got the coin, in his hand. And this person is careless when passing judgment. So that signifies who Trump is. Whoever tells me that he hasn't been a nasty tweeter, please. Let's be honest. Okay. As we look at the Nine of Pentacles, in reverse, it's all indicative of suffering from financial issues. And based on what we've seen that's come out in those articles, we've got some issues here. We've got some financial issues. And It's an indication of a false display of security, a false display of stability, okay, which is what this signifies, and a desire to keep up appearances, to have all the finer things in life, even though you can't afford to do so. All right. And the Seven of Cups in reverse, it demonstrates an unwillingness to face the reality of life and seeking escape through imagination and daydreaming. So that whole thing that happened was an ego feed, and it was a political stunt. I'm sorry. Unfortunately for Mr. Trump, the final outcome is the Five of Pentacles. And so when the Five of Pentacles shows up in a reading, it suggests a time of hardship, deep loneliness, illness, by the way, and poverty, loss. So this, the status, your status is going to take a turn for the worse. This stunt is going to lose him some of his base, or some of those people that were on the fence, because he is trivializing this incredible disease that has killed over 200,000 people. Now, again, this also signifies a deterioration of health that it may already be going on, and a further sudden deterioration of health. So this is not a good card to have. All right. So although the reading is about the stunt, the little drive-by photo op, really it signifies the fact that he's been looking for a way out. He wants to cut his losses. He's just trying to figure out what to do. As I said in the last reading, if he wins and the Senate and House are Democrat, they will impeach him, because message from Spirit is very clear. They will remove him and they will indict him. If he loses, they will indict him. The only way that he can be saved from indictment is some kind of backdoor pardon before he leaves office, and I'm not sure how he would be able to handle that, because I'm sure Congress would then create an amendment to flip it. Seriously, he's in a no-win situation here, because he's just pissing off the average everyday worker, especially 200,000 people's families who lost someone to COVID by trivializing COVID, to think you could get some kind of political points, poll points, by doing this. That's all I have to say. I'll post it. Have at it. I'm sure I'm going to get some nasty emails or comments, but the cards don't lie. That's all I got to say. Take care.